News 5 forecast first from the First Alert Storm Team.
Good evening. Well, you see the sunset is clouded out by some increasing clouds, and that is going to continue throughout tonight and even into next week. Here's your forecast headlines. Mild tonight and really for the next couple of days with those building clouds, and we're expecting some storms this week. I'll have all those details coming up. Your news starts right now.
Local coverage you can count on. You're watching WKRG News 5 at 5.
Good evening, I'm Amber Grigley, and thank you so much for joining us. Family and friends will gather tomorrow to say goodbye to 2-year-old Corey Davis Jr. The family says they're still in disbelief after the toddler accidentally shot himself at the Red Roof in last month. News 5's Nicolette Schleisman joins us now live in the studio. Now, Nicolette, you did speak with the family. How are they coping with all of this?
Well, Amber, they are still hurting this weekend after that accidental shooting death of the toddler a week and a half ago.
It's kind of hard to accept it. He gone. He was a sweet little child.
Unreal, doesn't seem real at all.
Family and friends stood together Saturday afternoon, honoring the life of 2-year-old Corey Davis Jr.
We just lifting the family up in a spirit, a spirit, because Monday we gonna be broke down. So we just trying to be happy.
Mobile police say the toddler accidentally shot himself at the Red Roof Inn on Thursday, January 30th.
We just need Jesus to carry us through and to protect our children because they are curious and they will look for things.
Investigators say a loaded gun was left in a place where Davis had easy access to it.
Stay safe. Everybody has to protect themselves, but keep them in a safe, keep your guns in a safe place, out of the kids' reach.
Yes, our hearts are hurting. Our void is empty because there's a void in our life. We got a void in our life because he's no longer here.
Davis's entire family says they still haven't come to terms with how this happened, and it's still a shock.
His dad is taking it real hard. That's the reason we are here today, to try to lift him up and the mom up.
Davis's mother, Dinesha Harris, and her friend Tony Fowler were arrested and charged with manslaughter after the toddler's death. His father's family says they feel for her after this tragic loss.
Her family going through something, not just only my family. The baby mama is going through something too. Because she got a loss over her head. So my heart go out for her too. Not only my nephew, because she's a sweet girl. She took care of her child.
And Davis will be laid to rest in Mobile tomorrow. Reporting live in the studio, Nicolette Schleisman, WKRG News 5.
All right, thanks, Nicolette. A Citronelle High School teacher was killed in a crash early this morning in Mobile County. 26-year-old Jeffrey Turner was killed when his truck left the roadway and hit a tree on Lot Road near Gulf Crest Road. Turner was not wearing a seatbelt. A passenger in the truck was airlifted for his injuries. The school says on their Facebook page that Turner will be deeply missed by the Wildcat Nation family. They will have counselors on hand for students and staff at the school tomorrow. And those with our News 5 app were the first alerted about this breaking story. Download our app for free today to be the first to learn about any breaking news in your area. It's free on Android and Apple devices. A church in Fairhope hosts a civil rights activist as part of several events this week to promote racial reconciliation through a shared faith. News 5's Chad Petrie has the story.
It's a tough topic with no easy answers. Deaconess Clara Esther speaks to a packed house at Fairhope United Methodist Church on Sunday. Esther witnessed Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s assassination in 1968. She also has local ties to the Mobile area, working with local chapters of Habitat for Humanity, People United to Advance the Dream, and the Dumas Wesley House. Esther's topic was the cost of moral leadership, focusing on the hardships that come with standing for a cause that may not always be popular.
I'm going to give them a little black history today. About people that have been faithful to a cause and have lost their life or lost their jobs or lost friends or family because of the involvement and the issues they were working on.
Esther was invited by the senior pastor in the church, and it's one of several events happening as part of Path to Peace. It's a long-running partnership between a number of Baldwin County congregations to promote racial unity through shared faith backgrounds. In Fairhope, Chad Petrie, WKRG News 5.
Well, it looks like we are 2 for 2. Another beautiful day across the Gulf. Sunny skies, nice cool breeze. Feel kind of like a spring day, only it's February. Wondering how long this weather will stick around. Let's check in now with our meteorologist, Caroline Carruthers, for a look at what's ahead. And before she gets started, happy birthday.
Oh, thank you, Amber. I appreciate it. I get to spend my birthday doing what I love, which is all I could ask for today. Well, the weather will not stick around, which is sad. We did have a beautiful couple of days. However, the rain is coming back into the mix. But for tonight, if you can catch it between clouds, the International Space Station is supposed to do a flyover. This is at 5:53, so just in 15-20 minutes, be sure to head outside and look up. It is going to be visible for 5 minutes. Viewing position starts in the north-northwest sky, moves to the east-southeast sky at 53 degrees above the horizon at the max height. Now, it could be obstructed by clouds, but if you're lucky enough, you'll be able to catch it again tonight. Temperatures across our area right now are still warm. We're still hanging on to the mid-70s over in Monroeville, 70 in Grove Hill, 64 here in Mobile, 63 on Dauphin Island. And here's what we saw today in the past 12 hours. We actually peaked in the lower 70s, and we are going to slowly decrease into the upper 50s tonight. All in all, about 58 is an average for our area, 54 inland near the coastline, a little bit warmer. Those clouds are going to continue to build overnight with a very slight rain chance overnight tonight as well, but mild temperatures. That southeast wind at 10 miles an hour is bringing up that moisture from the Gulf, so you'll feel that humidity if you walk outside. We will talk about these building rain chances coming up in just a couple minutes.
Brothers arrested in connection to a deadly shooting Saturday in Mobile County. Warren and Detez Burrell are charged in the shooting death of 19-year-old Langston Nicholson on Fernwood Loop in Sims yesterday morning. Officials believe Warren pulled the trigger. Both face charges of felony murder. The sheriff's office says both Burrell brothers were out on bond for previous charges of robbery and burglary. An 18-year-old is booked into Mobile Metro Jail on a murder charge. Jeffrey Johnson Jr. is the second suspect arrested in the Short Street shooting just over a week ago. Johnson and Megarius Horn are both charged with murder in the death of 20-year-old Zachary Mose. And a heartbreaking story out of Clinton, Mississippi, after a mother and 6 children were killed in a house fire early Saturday morning. The children's father made it out of the home after trying to save his family from the blaze. Anna Farish has more on this devastating story.
Sorry about that.
With tear-filled eyes, a heavy heart weighs on homeowner Jimmy Catlett as he remembers a young family of 7 who lost their lives in a fire early this morning.
We just upset about it.
Around 12:30 a.m., his home in Clinton went up in flames.
A neighbor came up, called us. He was up late at night and heard all the commotion going on up the street. He just lives probably about 5 houses down. He called us about 1 o'clock this morning or so and told us about it.
Catlett and his wife own and rented their house at the intersection of Old Vicksburg and Hobby Farms Road.
They were just really good people. She was a school teacher. He had a lawn service business. It was pretty big in the church. They went to church all the time, and they were into bike ride, and they ride a bike from here to Hattiesburg.
Mark Jones with the city of Clinton told us a mother and her 6 children got stuck inside the house, but the father was able to make it out alive. He was taken to the hospital where he was treated for smoke inhalation. Neighbors say the house is a hard sight to see.
Yeah, that's bad though. Woke up this morning to go feed my horses, and my girlfriend told me the house had caught a fire. And I got on up to go feed the horse, and I come out and I seen all the fire trucks.
Catlett says emotions right now are very raw, but his heart goes out to the father, who's now alone.
Like I say, they were just good people. I know they'll be missed, you know.
And that was Anna Farish reporting. The victims' ages range from 1 to 33 years old. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. All right, coming up, parents may want to be aware of this recall, why this carrier could leave your baby seriously hurt. Plus, Mardi Gras fun in downtown Mobile this weekend. The sights and sounds
on WKRG 5.
You're watching WKRG News 5, local coverage you can count on, with Amber Grigley, meteorologist Caroline Carruthers, and Robbie Baker Sports. This is WKRG News 5 at 5.
Welcome back to News 5 at 5 as we take a look at cloudy skies over the Mobile River on this Sunday evening. A recall alert parents should be aware of. Around 14,000 baby carriers are being recalled due to faulty buckles, which could cause the child to fall out. The Infantino carriers were sold at Target and Amazon late last year and include the Go Forward, Flip Front, and Up Close models. No injuries have been reported at this time, but for more information, just head over to the company's website at infantino.com. A Florida man is accused of threatening to assassinate President Donald Trump. Police arrested 25-year-old Roger Hedgepeth Saturday outside the White House. Hedgepeth reportedly approached a U.S. Secret Service police officer on patrol and said, quote, "I am here to assassinate President Donald Trump." He then told the officer he planned to do it with a knife, which the Secret Service officer confiscated after a pat-down search. The Secret Service says the suspect was a critically missing endangered person as well as a mental health patient. Hedgepeth was moved to the hospital to be treated for his mental health, and he will be there until further notice. A Florida man is accused of driving a van through a Republican voter registration tent filled with Trump campaign volunteers. Police in Jacksonville says no one was hurt in Saturday's incident. Authorities arrested Jeffrey Tim, who now faces charges of including aggravated assault, criminal mischief, and driving on a suspended driver's license. Even President Trump took to his Twitter by saying, quote, "Law enforcement has been notified. Be careful, tough guys, who you play with." Still ahead, we have the sights and sounds of last night's Pharaoh's Parade in downtown Mobile.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the sunshine today because the rain returns and sticks around for the next week. I will have the details on that coming up after the break.
Watch Gulf Coast CW over the air on channel 55.1 and these other providers.
Thank you, Gulf Coast, for nominating the remarkable women in your life. One lucky nominee wins an all-expenses-paid trip to the Mel Robbins Show in New York, where the National Remarkable Woman will be crowned. Stay tuned as we present these inspirational stories on News 5 Tuesday.
The University of South Alabama and USA Health, recognizing remarkable women of the Gulf Coast.
Start a new year at Zara Furniture with beautiful new furniture.
Like this two-piece sofa and love seat for $5.99. Or save hundreds on this sectional for $6.99 and with 9 different colors to choose from.
We have financing for all types of credit, including no credit check. So stop by today and rest comfortably in this 5-piece queen bed set for $7.99.
And remember, we're the home of the $2.99 recliner.
Hurry into Zara Furniture for the lowest prices on the Gulf Coast.
The bat is back, just curvier and sexier.
Batwoman. Tonight at 7 on the Gulf Coast CW.
Is bad credit keeping you from getting a new car? Listen to this important message.
1 of every 3 people needs a new car, but can't get it due to bad credit.
Is this you? Well, now you can. Yes, you can get a Mercedes, Range Rover, Infiniti, or BMW in Mobile. Suncoast City will get you approved every time. Yes, every time. Suncoast City Auto Sales has helped thousands of folks just like you get their new car. Suncoast City is the area leader in assisting car buyers with less than perfect credit and getting the car they need and deserve. It's no wonder that thousands of people every day in Mobile, Beignet, Citronelle, Saraland, Daphne, and surrounding communities trust Suncoast City Auto Sales to get them in the car they want.
Simply go to suncoastcity.com
or call 251-471-9997 and speak to one of the friendly associates. It's that simple.
Suncoast says yes all the time.
When everyone else says no. It's guaranteed. Suncoast City Auto Sales, 471-9997.
suncoastcity.com.
Suncoast says yes.
Well, it was a great day for Mardi Gras parades yesterday, and the turnout shows it. More than 90,000 people showed up for 2 parades through downtown Mobile last night. 75,000 attended the Pharaoh's Parade with great thrills and floats. Here are some of the sights and sounds from last night.
Wave to us and we will throw to you.
I'm extremely happy because I've been doing Mardi Gras since I was like 8 years old.
And that was put together by our photojournalist Matt Goins. To see more of the sights and sounds and the full list of Mardi Gras parades and events, just head over to our website, WKRG.com, and click on the Mardi Gras banner.
Now, meteorologist Caroline Carruthers with your first alert storm team forecast.
Now, if you're out and about in downtown for Mardi Gras and you need a snack, the new Mobe Beignets is now open. The owner gave me a tour behind the scenes before the grand opening last week. Check it out.
Well, this week is a very exciting week here in downtown Mobile, and do you want to know why? Mobe Beignet is finally opening here in downtown Mobile, where you can get fresh beignets straight from the fryer, homemade coffee, signature syrups, and a very family-oriented atmosphere.
So we offer fresh, authentic made beignets, and we do a 3-piece and we do a 12-piece, and then we have the syrup options, the cinnamon and the buttercream that you can add on if you want. Trust me, if you do, you'll never want beignets without them again. And then we have cafe au lait, and we have fresh brewed coffee, pecan and praline, coffee and chicory.
Jacqueline, the owner, tells me that this started actually as a fundraiser to send her daughter to college by putting her original beignet mix in bags and homemade syrups in jars and selling it. It wasn't long before she had a website and stores wanted her products on their shelves, and it took off.
Well, you know, I've always made beignets around the house, just, you know, for my own family, for fun. We enjoy it, and for the longest I just thought people would love this, especially the syrups. The cinnamon and the buttercream syrup are just to die for.
So now Mobe Beignet has become the first restaurant in Mobile to only sell beignets and coffee. Jacqueline also put a lot of personal touches on the cafe to make it her own.
And then I've been a photographer for 20 years. All of the pictures in the space are my original photos. The labels on my products are my original photos. I thought it was a really unique way to incorporate that part of who I am into Mobe Beignet Company.
In addition to the personalized photos and even beignets for your furry friends, Jacqueline also put dominoes on every table in hopes of honoring her late grandfather, who was an avid dominoes player and made this cafe possible. She says she also hopes that it will help people interact with each other.
And so I'm hoping that everybody who walks through the doors will want to sit down and not only enjoy hot and fresh, amazing beignets and a cafe au lait, but they may put their phone down for a little while and play a game of dominoes with the person they're here with.
Come out to the grand opening tomorrow night at 451 Dolphin Street at 5 p.m. to check them out. You do not want to miss this. Reporting in Mobile, Caroline Carruthers, News 5.
Well, they are there just in time for Mardi Gras, and I know I will be going back because those are some good beignets. Well, check out this sunset here over at Atmore. This is on our Wind Creek Casino and Hotel camera. Plenty of color, and that's because of those low clouds really make those colors pop. Just gorgeous out there. Forecast headlines for this evening: a mild night in store for us with building clouds and storms possible this week. We'll get into all of that, but first, head outside for the flyover of the International Space Station tonight at 5:53. That's in a couple minutes, so right after I finish here, head out there. Viewing position starts in the north-northwest sky, moves to the east-southeast before disappearing
Max height is 53 degrees above the horizon. Temperatures out there right now, you won't need a jacket if you're heading out. It's still pretty mild out there, 64 in Mobile, 66 in Calvert, 64 in Pensacola. Now here's a look at our water vapor. This is the measure of the moisture in the atmosphere. And this time yesterday, we had orange over our area, which was dry air, but we really have some moisture moving in. You could see that here on the southeast radar as well. We've got pockets of rain, mainly in Missouri, moving into Arkansas, but some moving across Mississippi as well. In our area right now, it is clear. However, we do have some moving in from our west, and that will keep our rain chances small overnight, but there will be some. Next 12 hours look like this. We won't change much, actually. We'll stick in the mid-50s. You could see the 60s near that coastline. Overnight lows 58 in Mobile, 57 in Calvert, 54 in Jay. Near that coastline, like I said, you could see the 60s, but most of us will stay in the upper 50s. Tomorrow's highs will be about 10 or 12 degrees above average, so it's going to be warm and muggy out there in the 70s, 72 in Mobile, 69 on Dauphin Island, 74 over in Leakesville, 72 in Pensacola, 74 in Evergreen. Now here's your rain chances of the next 12 hours. Like I said, they're small. However, they are there, about 20% overnight tonight. Then once we hit tomorrow morning, it really shoots up to about 40% tomorrow. We can plan that out for you here. You see, overnight tonight, we'll see some spotty showers. Definitely those clouds will build back in. And then tomorrow, the rain chance is mainly focused in the northwestern part of our viewing area. You'll see that here. It's mainly focused in Washington and Clark counties, moving into Monroe and Connecticut County as well. And then we'll see kind of scattered showers throughout the day, depending on where you are. These won't be the exact locations, but it will be, gives you a good idea of the coverage for tomorrow. And that will continue throughout the next several days. A 40% chance tomorrow of needing that green and Phillips umbrella. Don't put it away because it will get used this week. Now here's a look at our dew points. This is the measure of the moisture in the air. We had that wind shift from the south. It's bringing in that moisture from the Gulf of Mexico, and watch this. You will see the dew point shoot up, meaning that it becomes more humid. You will feel it in the humidity. You will see it in the clouds and rain, and that's due to the southerly wind as well as some fronts that are approaching our area and kind of stall and really drive up those rain chances. You could see this continues throughout the day on Tuesday and even into Wednesday. So let's plan this out for you. We have an unsettled week, so we have rain chances every day this week, and a front approaches, kind of stalls to our north, and that's where the flooding, the biggest flooding risk is. We could have some flooding here, although it is elevated to our north. Now Tuesday into Wednesday, actually Wednesday to Thursday, excuse me, we'll see this more developed cold front approach our region, and possible strong thunderstorms are going to be that day. Mostly concentrated to our north, however, we do have some in our area as well. And then by Friday, it will be cloudy, a few lingering showers here and there, but not too much. Here's the severe weather outlook for Wednesday from the Storm Prediction Center. You see most of our areas in that 15% right there. So like I said, most of it concentrated to our north. However, we could see some strong or isolated severe weather on Wednesday. Let's check out the next 7 days for you here. You see plenty of rain and some thunder in there, and then we clear out for the weekend, but the unsettled weather kind of sticks around.
And as we go to break, here is a live view of traffic on the Mobile Bayway. You're watching News 5, local coverage you can count on.
Lanyap Home Store's President's Day sale. Huge savings up to 70% off. Get $100 off every $500 you spend or 72-month interest-free financing. Register for your chance to win a $1,000 shopping spree. Don't miss the President's Day sale at Lanyap Home Store.
Nothing beats a warm bath after a long day, even if it was just a long day of peekaboo. We are Spire, and together we are fuel for good.
After my accident, I had to deal with unreasonable insurance adjusters. I began suffering from insurance company anxiety. Then I heard about Maloney Lyons.
When she started using Maloney Lyons, I began acting strangely. I felt a need to pay what we owed. I still wanted to cheat her, but with Maloney Lyons, those urges gradually went away.
If you take Maloney Lyons, insurance companies may suffer certain side effects, such as headaches, frustration, sleepwalking, and loosening checkbooks.
If you suffer from insurance company anxiety, turn the tables with Maloney Lyons.
I've seen it before. After a wreck, the insurance company is knocking down your door trying to get you to settle early. Don't do it.
If you've been hurt in a car, truck, or motorcycle wreck, Andy wins. Call 888-8888.
WKRG News 5 and our Smiles Behind the Shield partners would like to congratulate and say thank you to all of this year's honorees. If you know a police officer, firefighter, or EMT who has gone above the call of duty and made a difference in your life, nominate him or her for the Smiles Behind the Shield Award at WKRG.com.
Thank you to all of our local first responders who keep us safe and secure. South Baldwin Regional Medical Center is proud to be a Smiles Behind the Shield partner.
There's changes in Mayberry.
You just can't do that.
It's back-to-back Andy, weeknights at 5 and 5:30.
That's all there is to it. Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
The Andy Griffith Show, weeknights at 5 and 5:30 on the Gulf Coast CW.
Lanyap Home Store's President's Day sale. Huge savings up to 70% off. Get $100 off every $500 you spend or 72-month interest-free financing. Register for your chance to win a $1,000 shopping spree. Don't miss the President's Day sale at Lanyap Home Store.
The WKRG News 5 Investigates team. That's local coverage you can count on.
Well, thanks for watching and have a great evening.